Mapletail here. Today we're taking a look at the deluxe limited edition of Warriors Into the Wild. I'll be sharing my thoughts on its unique appearance and checking out the exclusive bonus chapter. And for the drawing, I've been really wanting to participate in the "we often choose our favorite characters because we see ourselves in them" art trend on Instagram, so I'll be drawing Bluestar for that today. Let's get into it. So the cover. I've talked about it before when the book was first announced. It's fine. Not terribly exciting for a deluxe edition, but it's passable. I actually think under the jacket looks great. The shiny gold on green is nice. I like the fancy foliage frame with a couple of cats sprinkled in, and the big bold clan symbols. Hilariously, it's completely ruined by the atrocious paper edges. I don't know who thought having the edges painted with this terrible orange fur was a good idea, but I love it. It's even worse looking now that I've seen how pretty the book is under the jacket. I originally thought the Firestar cover was it, and that the book came in a case of some sort. Then the fur would have almost worked. I just can't understand why they didn't do a nice golden star pattern, or at least continue the foliage vibe. It's so funny to me. Very warrior cats. I've read this book countless times by now, so I'm skipping straight to the bonus chapter. It's titled Tiger Claw's Story. Interesting. I've been very curious to see what goes on in this edition, and to be honest, I'm a little disappointed about it being about Tiger Claw. Nothing against the character, but we've heard from him before in his novella, and I was kind of hoping for a brand new perspective on the story. But let's have a closer look before I judge too harshly. Tiger Claw has a nightmare of fire. A nightmare, it seems, he suffered from every night the past moon. Very reminiscent of Spotted Leaf's vision of the "fire alone will save our clan" prophecy. Though from Tiger Claw's perspective, it's a warning of danger instead of a promise of hope. He takes a walk, angry at the recent loss of losing Sunning Rocks to RiverClan, mistaking Spotted Leaf for an intruder at the border. She asked him if he's had the dream again, telling him that Goldenflower is worried about him. Okay, this is getting interesting. It's cool to see how different they both view the fire. Spotted Leaf pointing out that no cat is hurt in his dreams, but Tiger Claw resolute that fire is fire, a danger regardless. Tiger Claw is later sent on a patrol to the Two Leg Place border. I see where this is going. He starts seeing fire in his waking moments too, feeling the heat of flames over Two Leg Place, but there's nothing there. Later that day, plans form to send a patrol to Sunning Rocks, to leave some scent markers. And based on the cats going along, it will turn into the battle that kills Redtail. But first, another patrol. Tiger Claw splits off from the group to check a fox scent. And when he meets back up with them, they're buzzing with excitement, having met a young orange kitty pet that beats Grey Paw in battle. Bluestar telling him that she's offered the kitty pet a place in ThunderClan, to which Tiger Claw is obviously against. He hears the faint roar of fire once more, and the chapter kinda just ends there. Thanks for watching. Honestly, I was kinda hoping we'd get to read Tiger Claw first seeing Firepaw. I think that would have been a more satisfying ending, but it was still cool. I liked seeing him talk with Spotted Leaf, and I'm always glad for a little more Bluestar content even after all these years. Also, I just learned that this is actually a revised version of a Tiger Claw story called A Fear of Fire. Way better title, by the way. Which was originally posted to the Warriors website a few years ago, which actually sounds very familiar now. So calling this an exclusive, never-before-seen bonus chapter is a bit of a stretch, in my opinion. The actual book corrects it to never-before-published, which is more true, but the advertising, not so much. Technically true, sure, but it feels like false advertising to me. I'm still happy to have this book for my collection, but it's hard not to imagine how much cooler they could have made it with even just a couple of small changes. And I still wish they brought back the original cover for it, in some form, somewhere in this book. Would have been very cool to see. But yeah, let me know what you think of this edition if you've had a look at it, and I'll see you next Thursday.